Right now, I am going to clean out this little green machine. I have been avoiding doing this for many months. This is what I used to actually clean out my car after it was like sort of infested with mice for 3 years and I couldn't get it repossessed. But yeah, I'm finally cleaning out this machine. I also use this to clean upholstery, and it is for my cleaning company. And with all the equipment that I use for my cleaning company, I have to test it out to see if it's actually going to be practical and functional to carry around and use in other people's homes and houses. So first what I'm doing is I'm sucking up a bunch of clean water. I'm going to fill this whole compartment. I'm going to empty it, and then I'm going to rinse it a couple times so that's clean. And then I'm going to do the hose again. And then you'll see it get filled with what looks like mostly clean water. Now I'm going to detach the nozzle off of the hose and clean it out to the very best of my ability. And I'm going to suck up a bunch of water or fill up the hose so I can rinse out the hose one more time. Okay, so that green part that I'm trying to figure out how that goes on there, I am missing the screw, so I can't attach it. And I do not want to put this machine when it's still a little bit wet into my closet until it's all the way dry. And I wanted to put the hose up, but I need to get a screw. And then one of my favorite containers fell on the floor and broke, so now I have to throw this away, which was so cute, and that kind of is a bummer. Anyway, now we are moving on to vacuuming, and I did also get a new vacuum, so this is probably going to be the last time that you see me using this Orec XL model of vacuum, because I got a Shark vac. I was trying to just stay focused on cleaning my kitchen, but now I'm like, let me just pick up my living room. Now, my vacuum is plugged into my kitchen, so I cannot go all the way far without unplugging it. And I was trying to go as far as I could without unplugging it. But I just can't stop. Like, once I start cleaning, I can't stop. And so I'm actually vacuuming my whole house, even though I didn't really intend on that or want to do it. I just can't stop once I started. But I also have to pick up all this stuff because you're really supposed to do your floors last. And you'll see me switch the vacuum attachments in just a minute. The one that's sitting on that toy box is actually for carpet, and the one that I'm using now is for hard floors. Alright, now I'm back in the kitchen to actually clean my kitchen. So I'm starting doing super slow steam mopping because there is a jelly spot that I just showed you on this floor. And there's something else that I don't know what it is that I keep stepping in it that is sticky. And so I need that off of my floor because the reason why I wear socks all the time is because I don't like dirty feet. And so if I have socks on, it's either A, I'm cold, or B, there's like something. It could be one tiny crumb or one piece of a crumpled up leaf that I stepped on, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. But cleaning my floors is kind of time intensive, especially with this steam mop. Right now, this is me at 3 speed. So it takes a long time, and I like to go slow with the steam mop because I want to make sure that my floors get really clean and that all that sticky stuff gets pulled up and everything. But I do have another mop. Well, I have a few, and I just mopped my floors with my own homemade solution that has peppermint oil because of the ants that come in my kitchen. So I'm just doing my very due diligence to get this kitchen floor clean. And again, it's the same situation like with the vacuum. It's plugged into the kitchen, and so I can't go very far into my living room. But since I started, it's hard to stop. And so I am going to end up going into my living room and doing as much of that as I can with the cord plugged into the kitchen. So you'll see how far it reaches with this steam mop. Oh, and if you want to support me, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. It's really one of my favorite cleaning tools because it comes apart to be used as a handheld steamer, which I use for lots of deep cleaning. And also, this is what I use for my cleaning business. It's one of the best tools to use in my clients' homes, especially if they have any kind of aversion to cleaning chemicals, because this thing, because of the heat, can sanitize and disinfect without any cleaning chemicals. So that's really great for older people's homes and people with kids, people with allergies. So I will link it below. It's a Shenley steam mop, and I think that it is really great. Right after this, I have a grocery haul. I'm going to show you everything I got from Walmart. This basket here, which has toilet paper, chips, granola bars, and paper towels. So then we have this bag. These were $2.50 each, so I got a few. Okay, we have eggs, cream cheese, pepperoni, yogurt, cheese. Here I have collagen peptides. You found them? Wow, you found the cookies. Good job. All right, go put them at the table. Peanut butter. This 12-pack of goldfish. Paper plates and paper bowls. Okay. Now, peanut butter crackers. We have more cookies. Peanut butter cookies. I have meat. That is smoked turkey. I got these two products. So, sunscreen. And my daughter picked that out because she likes that. And this pie was on sale. So I got an apple pie. Over here, we got Nutri-Grain bars. These oranges, mandarin oranges, in fruit juice from concentrate. I got a big thing of protein bars, peanut butter chocolate. My daughter picked out these fruit pouches. She doesn't really eat these, but she wanted Spider-Man. I got this mouthwash. I was actually looking for a remineralizing mouthwash, and I just went with this because I want to do something to rinse out in between our teeth. So I went with this. I got vitamins for myself. And I got an Alfredo sauce in case I make a homemade pizza. Or I can also put this with tortellini and pesto. That's one of my favorite things to eat. Next, I got this milk. Here, I have a loaf of bread. It's wheat bread. I have more of these chips because I got 4 of them. These vitamins are for my child. I have another cheese. I have a bag of spinach. The ever-beloved beef jerky. I needed mini chocolate chips to make mini muffins and do pancakes. So I got 2 bags of those. And my daughter just pulled this off the shelf and put it in the cart, and I said, it's okay, because then we'll have it if we run out. And then I got some bananas. They're very green looking. And I got some apples, Pink Lady apples. So now I'm going to clean out my fridge, starting with pulling out all the compost. I have watermelon and I have old chicken that I made and all kinds of old stuff. I'm taking everything out so that I can wipe out the drawers and the bottom shelf because the upper two racks are just racks and not shelves, so they're already pretty clean. At the same time, I'm thinking about what am I going to do with the food that I have in my fridge. Obviously, I have enough stuff to make a salad. I'm going to be roasting some squash. I was going to make stuffed peppers because I saw a new recipe that used stuffing instead of rice. And I was like, wow, that sounds so good. I never even thought of that before. But then some of these peppers had mold on them. And I was like, since they've been sitting in this plastic for like however long, I have to get rid of all of them. So that was really disappointing. So right now I am making dinner. This is a frozen meal that you can buy at the grocery store in the freezer section. And this is meatballs with fettuccine in a creamy tomato sauce. And it honestly wasn't that good. I didn't really like the meatballs that much. But they were beef, which is great because I don't eat pork. And it definitely gets 5 stars for being easy to throw together. Although I don't think it was supposed to be frozen because there was no from frozen instructions. And it didn't go in the oven. It was either microwave it or you can just cook it for like 10 minutes on a skillet. But I got this for free from my sister because she had a bunch of stuff in her freezer that she didn't want and was never going to eat. And so I took some stuff off her hands, and this is one of those meals. This would have been really, really great with a salad, but instead I made a cheesy garlic bread that was also from frozen. Like, I'm not cooking all this stuff from scratch. Not yet. was definitely not impressed with the freezer burn on the meatballs. But now I have that in to the pot. I'm going to make my kids' dinner, which I'm not making it. It's leftover Burger King, and she's just getting chicken nuggets and french fries heated up in the oven. And I had noodles sticking on the bottom of my pan, so I'm over there stirring it up and then getting this in the oven. She can always have whatever I'm eating, and I always offer it to her, but most of the time she don't like it, so I just stick with the stuff that she likes. Anyway, while all this is cooking, I can't really leave the kitchen because of these messy kind of noodles. So I am going to restock my child's snack drawer for her school snacks because I only put half my groceries away that go in the fridge and the freezer. I did not put away my pantry stuff, most of which goes in the snack drawer. And this thing is a mess, so we gotta organize it and get it cleaned up first so I can try and fit everything in here because I got a lot of stuff.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Okay, so we are on another day, and right now I am cleaning up the breakfast table. And after that, I'm going to be just tidying up the rest of the kitchen and making sure this area is clean from our breakfast and ready for our next meal. Now I'm just showing you all of the stuff all over the floor because there's so much stuff to step on in it. I just cannot wait to clean this floor. And I still am using the Orac XL. This whole video, that is the vacuum that I'm using. It has a blower on the back, and so as I was using it while I was cleaning, what happened is the vacuum was working and sucking everything up, but I had to cover the back blower because it would blow everything and make a huge mess from behind me, or I would have to point it up, so it was really inconvenient to use. Alright, here I am back in my kitchen doing dishes, and the reason why I have my thankful jar is because this happened before it broke. So usually I would keep everything in chronological order, but for this video, it was like 3 different days of cleaning, and it went backwards. Right now I'm scrubbing out this pile of dishcloths, and the whole thing is going to go right into the laundry, and we're going to get started on laundry. The apartment I live in has a little laundromat, and so that's the laundromat I'm in as I'm doing this right now. So that laundry cycle runs for 36 minutes, which means I have 36 minutes to tidy up this kitchen and deal with all this stuff. So I'm going to take a quick look at this paperwork, and then I'm going to take care of my compost. I'm also going to clean off this entire counter, stove, microwave, and make coffee because this is first thing in the morning. So I just sprayed down my entire kitchen, like tablecloth, counters, stove, microwave, the outside of it, not the inside, everything, with a sage peppermint cleaning spray, multi-purpose cleaning spray that I got from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if it's in stock everywhere because even in my area, some Dollar Trees don't have it. But I really like how it smells. It's very mild, and I just want this to soak on anything that might be stuck, and it does a great job wiping everything and leaving everything streak free. So I've really been enjoying it. In my cleaning business, I use Spick and Span. Now this blue towel is what is replacing my dish racks because I don't like having dish racks. They're bulky. I don't have space for them. I don't want to take care of them and manage all that stuff. And so I have this one towel set aside for my dishes. So I'm going to wash all these dishes and I'm going to put them there. And then the other half of the towel, because it's so huge, I can use to dry my dishes. But to be honest, I don't want to dry my dishes. I want to just leave them there and then have them dry and I can put them away. Okay, this tablecloth here had so much stuff on it. I'm pretty sure that this orange stuff here is Cheetos, but it also had a few spots of jelly, and I kept touching it, and I was like, why am I sticky? Like, I cannot have anything in my house that I could just bump into it or touch it, and then my hand is sticky. So that right there is jelly, and I let it soak, and it was not enough for it to come off, so I have to spray it again. And I'm going to just let it soak longer and then wait. And I am going to get all of this stuff off of the tablecloth. And I'm still using the same spray. It's a sage peppermint from the Dollar Tree. Multi-purpose cleaning spray. Most of the stuff here in this corner is needing to be getting rid of. Some of it I'm going to try and sell. Some of it is going to be donated. Some of it I'm just going to give away. And like some of it just needs to be put away. So in the first part of this video, I cleaned my little green machine. And all this extra kitchen stuff was already put into my car. But on the last part of the video is when I'm doing that. So I'm going to just take care of, repack, and get rid of all of this stuff out of my kitchen. So this decluttering is going to be the last part of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it extremely motivational and that you got a lot done cleaning alongside with me. I hope you come back next time too. Subscribe and come back next time so that you can see me deal with the other half of this giant mess in my kitchen. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great week and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!